Not bad. Not bad at all tonight. I'm the Godfather Soldier Smooth Swimming. And all I can say is as Blake Chad Henshaw said, I did dress up like Chubby Checker, just sing like Lionel Richie, dance like James Brown and all that stuff. Like get in the hot tub and everything. And I say tonight's Dynamite wasn't that bad. Not bad at all. Name my topic is called Long Shot in Little Rock. Is Blood and Guts gonna be worth watching next week in Nashville? Was Ospreay and MJF deserving of a pay-per-view match since they put a good effort? My thoughts about MJF winning the title. I'm gonna get to that tonight. But first, I'm gonna open up the show with a little bit of music. Let's see, I'm gonna open up the show with this song called this R&B hit single from yesterday called "You, Me, and He" by Tume. Number one R&B single from 1984. Stick around, we'll be right back. And I know what. Okay, well, everyone, let's get down to business. Start with a little something about tonight's AEW Dynamite. Earlier, all of you heard my little topic. Um, name of my topic tonight is called "Long Shot and Little Blood and Guts Gonna Be Worth Watching Next Week in Nashville." Was Ospreay and MJF deserving of a pay-per-view match since they put on a good effort? My thoughts about MJF winning the title. I'm getting to see. So, see. It took place at the Simmons Bank Arena. Okay, our opening match. Okay, International Championship match. Will Ospreay defends against MJF. Okay, in the match, the two men stare down. The bell rings, and let's see what happened in this match here on Ospreay. Later in the match, Ospreay goes for a moonsault, but moron Jackass Friedman rolls away, only for Ospreay to hit a moonsault. As for Max, tries to roll forward, he gets caught with a standing shooting star press for a near fall by Ospreay, falls over his Sky Twister for a near fall. Max rolls to the outside, but is caught by an aerial assassin who drops him back to the floor before grabbing a table from the ringside. NGF escapes danger as he heads back into the ring, crawling to the corner to beg off the champion, only to get a set of chops for his troubles. Ospreay charges back at MJF, who fights his way out and bangs a knee before catching Ospreay with a power driver for a close near fall. Ospreay is struggling to move as MJF has some words for Daniel Garcia through the camera before going back to the champion, who fights back to his feet for a chop at MJF. Ospreay hits the top ropes, but ends up running right into the knee from Max, who drops to his knees from the impact. MJF goes back after the legs of Ospreay, setting up for a figure four leg lock. MJF slaps the champion, uses the pressure to force him to his shoulders for a near fall, but Ospreay works to reverse the pressure onto the challenger. And then later on in the match, picture in picture, and see Ospreay and later in this match, Ospreay gives chase for a walk and brawl that goes up through the stands. The champ getting a high five from the fans as he brings MJF back towards ringside for some strikes along the way. One stop made on the trip sees Ospreay digging the challenger into the trash can before finally taking the action over the barricade. With both men finally back at ringside, Ospreay sets MJF on a table from earlier before climbing up top. But MJF drops off the table before rolling back into the ring. Ospreay gets caught by the challenger for a near fall for countering into one of his own. MJF gets another near fall as they trade off before Ospreay finally gets back to his feet, only for the challenger to get to the turnbuckle, only for a long iron sunrise. Max covers the champ, but only gets a near fall for his efforts. The fight goes out to the outside as Max sets Ospreay on the table for climbing to the turnbuckle. But this time, it's the champ that's sliding off the table. Bam, bam. Slide. MJF drops down, going back on the attack point as he sends Ospreay to the barricade. He attacks Will's arm for once again calling out Garcia through the camera, turning his attention back to the champ only for one more damage for it, heading back to the ring, break the ref's count. MJF gets a running start as he goes back to the outside, running right into the Ospreay for mocking the crowd. He grabs a water bottle for a slip, spilling some water on Doc Samson before going back after the champion. He sends Ospreay toward the barricade. The champ leaps on for an Oscar, sending Max to the floor. Ospreay favors the shoulder again as he brings MJF back into the ring. Max teases the crossroads on the champ only to take one from Ospreay instead. MJF gets to the corner where he uses the ref as a shield to get one over on the champ for covering for a near fall. Max just readjusts, setting Ospreay up for a heat seeker that the champ evades, only to get caught by his little assassins on the top rope. MJF gets a near fall for his efforts once again before setting up the tombstone on the power drive on the apron. Then with a little commercial and in the match, MJF catches Ospreay with standing armbar using the top rope leverage until the ref admonishes him. MJF grabs the rope. MJF, more on Jackass Freeman, grabs the rope again until the ref once again gives out to him about it and eventually gets a point where the ref kicks MJF's hand off the top rope to stop the scenery. This throws Max off enough for Ospreay to get a couple of near falls on the challenger, who fights back for a couple of near falls of his own. Backslide by Ospreay for a near fall, but gets caught only for a powerbomb that gives Max a close near fall once more. Both men are still down as the ref checks on them. Ospreay slowly getting back to the vertical base corner, while Max teases a kangaroo kick, which gets caught only for a monkey flip attempt by the champ. MJF catches himself on the corner, but gets dropped with a cheeky Nando's by Ospreay instead. Will goes for a hurricane on the challenger, but MJF lands on his feet before charging at him in the corner. Max goes for a hurricane of his own, but this time the champ lands on his feet, much to the MJF surprise. Ospreay starts fighting back with some hard strikes, leading with the Enziguri's sunset flip that leads to a series of near fall attempts by both men. And Ospreay goes for an Oscar that gets intercepted by MJF. Two trade strikes and reversals, now leading to a Spanish fly by the champ, but MJF manages to kick out. Then later on, Ospreay sets up another hidden blade, but MJF, more on Jackass Freeman, manages to narrowly evade, forcing the top champ to crash it to the mat instead. MJF tries to fight back, but Ospreay hits his own headbutt. You get a 1 minute warning, but Ospreay teases a tiger drive on MJF, pauses even as MJF for the move, softly dropping the challenger back to the mat. Instead, Max takes advantage of this by shoving the champion to the ref. With the ref down, Max appears to be setting up for something before catching Ospreay with Max's right hand. MJF makes the cover, and with literally 2 seconds left into the match, gets the pin for the win and for the title. Winner, more on Jackass Freeman, new AEW International Champion. Megs and officials check on both men as we get the occasional shot with what Warren Jackass Freeman used to pick up this win. A pick at the Dynamite diamond ring he threw out on the floor as Warren Jackass Freeman is given oxygen after everything he's been through. Warren Jackass Freeman has time enough to say we can thank him later as we cut away. Now next we'll see a little segment. The backstage, the claim talk about Matt Briscoe and all that stuff. And Big Bill welcomes the Learn Tree Chris Jericho, talks about being the first time I celebrate 250. Jericho then demolishes who don't take advice of the Learning Tree, showing footage of what happened to Hook, Shabazz, Mojo as a result. Jericho was really gonna pay. Can't wait for everyone to get their hands on him. And Mercedes Money thanks to EVPs for banning Britt Baker from backstage. And Kyle asked him no can do the CEO dance for them before she walks off. For Kyle showing his gratitude for the commercial break. Now we see this segment. Mercedes Moné fans retired against Mercedes Moné. Wow, first time. And later in the match, the champ gets caught by Nyla setting up for top turnbuckle, but Mercedes Moné catches her with her own avalanche bulldog. Champ pulls out a glove with a CO on it, mocking Britt Baker, and she clicks in a lockjaw on Rose, who breaks out of it by biting Hannah Monet. Mercedes transitions to a statement maker, forcing Nyla to tap out to retain. Mercedes celebrates before leaving the ring, ripping up a sign from the masked man who shoves away before taking the mask off the real Britt Baker. She rushes after the champ and security to succeed before things get too crazy. Like I said, Britt Baker is nowhere near Mercedes Moné's level. Then we see Jack Perry addressing Darby Allin's challenge last week. And we go back to ringside. We see Tony Storm making a little promo about Mariah May. And then fans were chanting, "We want Tony," and everything. Then was backstage on the Big Bang Gang addresses having the unified World Trios Championship strip and footage from Collision. Christopher Daniels confronts them, get the titles before the group calls out the patriarchy. If you are not down with that, we got 2 words for you: guns up. Then we see the champion versus champion, AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland versus AEW Continental Champion Kazuchika Okada. I don't know how to pronounce that. Later in the match, Okada gets caught with a strike on the jaw, giving Strickland an opening, but not long as he gets ratted in the corner by the Rainmaker. Okada goes after him on the apron now, but Strickland fights out of a tombstone power driver attempt. Shredder takes the corner for a rolling fatliner, followed by a lung blower for a near fall. Then Strickland won that match, and Jack Perry, Jungle Jackass Perry, came up on Strickland. Everyone they were attacking. Then Clay, Martin Briscoe, even the odds. Chaos, Strickland clearing out the ring. Pageman comes and confronts his rival to them brawling. And Larry Darby Allen news gets the crowd finally see where Darby was coming from. Well, it's good to see him. Amazing to see him back. This is really good. Now, let's see. What are my thoughts? What are my thoughts about this show tonight? About see. Is Blood and Guts gonna be worth watching next week in Louisville? I think about see. I think Blood and Guts might be worth watching, and MJF deserving a pay-per-view match since they put on good effort. I think this should have been a pay-per-view match. This should have been a pay-per-view match. My thoughts about Warren Jackass Freedom winning the title. He acted like a real jackass tonight. But he was always been this asshole. He always been. He's gonna he he always been, but he's gonna get his when someone picks him for the title, the AEW National title. So those are my thoughts about tonight's show. Now let's see. Let's go to something I like to do here. Some wrestling history. Some words. Hold on one second. Timeline. So, all of you know what it's time for. It's time for Justin's timeline history of all the wrestling birthdays, wrestling history, and all of pop culture. All of you hear that little thing, that's the thing from Back to the Future, movie star Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. Let's get down to business. Okay. See, let's go to let's today July 16th. See, July 16th, wrestling birthdays. Yeah, yesterday would have been a happy. Yesterday would have been a happy 49th birthday to Daphne. She died of suicide. Her name was Sharon Claire Sproul. Daphne had a little suicide in Gwinnett County, Georgia. It was September 1st, 2021. She died. And yesterday was a happy. It's a happy 48th birthday to Bobby Lashley. And yesterday was a happy. How old he was? He was born in 1978. He was 46 yesterday. Mike Knox. Yesterday was a happy 44th birthday to Excalibur, commentary for AEW. Yeah, Excalibur. He wrestled in some other promotions. And let's go to yesterday's wrestling history. See, 1994 on WWE Superstars. WWE Superstars. Typhoon defeated Yokozuna by DQ. Razor Ramon defeated Barry Hardy. Jeff Jarrett defeated Russ Springberg. WWE Tag Team Champions Hair Strinkers defeated Nick Barbary and Mike Bell. Sparky Plug, aka Sparky Plug, aka Hardcore Holly, defeated the Black Phantom. And Nikolai Volkov defeated PJ Walker. And Heartbreak Hotel, Shawn Michaels' guest was Tatanka. Talks about that how Lex Luger is sold out of Ted DiBiase and stuff. And on WCW Saturday Night, the show leading up to days after before Bash Beach '94. WCW WCW US champion Stunning Steve Austin defeated Johnny Rich. Terry Funk and Bunkhouse Funk defeated Barry Houston and Tyler Morton. Arn Anderson and Dustin Rhodes defeated Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker and the Gambler. John Paul Levesque defeated Dave Rich, some of you know as Triple H, the Guardian Angel. Some of you know as the Big Boss Man for WWE. God vs. Soul defeated Danny Brown. Vader, God vs. Soul defeated Dropper Mike Reynolds. And WCW Tag Team Champions Cactus Jack, aka Mick Foley, and Kevin Sullivan defeated Steve Keirn, Beautiful Bob Eaton, God vs. Soul. And ECW Heatwave took place on that day. On that day, ECW Heatwave 1994. In Philadelphia, the Rotten Boys defeated Hack Myers and Rock and Rebel in tag team match. Mikey Whipwreck defeated Chad Austin for the ECW TV title. Tommy Dreamer defeated Steven Richards. Mr. Hughes defeated Tommy Dreamer. Sabu and Taz defeated the Pitbulls. Sandman defeated Tommy Carroll in Doing Pain's match. Shane Douglas defeated Sabu, the ECW World Heavyweight title. Giant Grunge Rock and Roll, the Public Enemy defeated Dory Funk Jr. and Terry Funk. Two on two no ropes barbed wire match. And 2004 on TNA on Impact. Let's see. on Impact Wrestling. Triple H defeated New Team Japan. Sabu defeats All Star Raps, and Alex Shelley defeated Roderick Strong. Monty Brown defeats Lex Luger, and America's Most Wanted. Chris Harris and Dan Storm defeat Frankie Kazarian and Michael McShane. And Pulp Culture on 2004, June 16th, a couple movies released in theaters. iRobot starring Will Smith, and Cinderella story starring Hilary Duff and Chad Michael McMurray from One Tree Hill. Now let's go to today, June 17th, July the 17th. June the 17th. Today, June the 17th. Today is a happy birthday to Lacey Bear and Von Erich of the Von Erich family. She turns 38 today. And on this day, 1984, on WWF on TNT on WWF on Tuesday Night Titans, hosted by Vince McMahon, with co-host Lord Alfred Hayes. Vince McMahon interviews Tony Gurria, Wendy Richter about her team up with Cyndi Lauper, and Roddy Piper slaps Lord Alfred Hayes in the face. On this day in 1990, on WWF Wrestling Challenge, on this day, interview Raymond Rougeau interviews Virgil about his match against Nikolai Volkov, and Ted DiBiase confronts him. He says that Nikolai told him that Nikolai Volkov was going to beat him. Then on this day, 1994, the Hulk Hogan era began at WCW Bash at the Beach in Orlando, Florida. A lot of celebrities were there. Mr. T, Shaquille O'Neal, and Laura Stevens. In this match, Laura Steven Regal defeated Johnny B. Bad, the WCW TV title. Vader defeated the Guardian Angel by DQ. Rest in peace to both men, Vader and Guardian Angel, known as the Big Boss Man. Bunkhouse Buck and Terry Funk defeated Arn Anderson, Dustin Rhodes until Arn Anderson turned on him. Turned on Dustin Rhodes, and he never trust a horseman. He never trusted a horseman. He turned on Dustin Rhodes because he hated his father, Dustin Rhodes. And you can never trust a horseman. And Arn Anderson is the number 4 horseman. Stunning Steve Austin, known as Stone Cold Steve Austin, defeated Ricky the Dragon Steamboat for the WCW United States title. Pretty Wonderful defeated Cactus Jack and Kevin Sullivan to retain the WCW World Tag Team titles. In the main event, Hulk Hogan defeated Ric Flair to become the new WCW champion, and the Hulk Hogan era begins in WCW. That's one of the greatest matches in wrestling history. And on this day in 2004, on WWE Velocity, Mark Jindrak defeated Billy Gunn. Nick Nunzio defeated Mark Jindrak defeated Badass Billy Gunn. Nunzio defeated Doug Basham. Hardcore Holly defeated John Walters, and RVD defeated Akio. And on this day in 2014, in the Thursday Night Wars between WWE NXT and Impact Wrestling, see a little promo between Bully Ray and Ethan Carter and Rhino defeated Ethan Carter and Rhino defeated Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer. Austin Aries defeated Crazy Steve and Steve Richards. DJ-Z and Eddie Edwards and Manique and Sanada Tiger Eno and Gauntlet match to TNA X Division Championship. Bobby Roode and Eric Young defeated Kenny King and MVP by DQ. Master Reigns defeated Brittany by DQ in a no DQ match. And Lashley defeated Jeff Hardy to retain the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And NXT, hold on a second, NXT. NXT, the Vaudevillains defeated Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. CJ Parker defeated Xavier Woods. Sasha Banks defeated Alexa Bliss by submission. Adam Rose defeated Jason Jordan. Sami Zayn defeated Tyson Kidd by submission. That's it, and that'll do for tonight. My little review about AEW Dynamite. I'm gonna close out the show tonight with all of you with something. For those of you know that today's the 30th anniversary of Hulk Hogan becoming the WCW champion at Bash at Beach 994, defeating Ric Flair in Orlando, Florida. I'm gonna close out the show with this one of the best matches in wrestling history, between one of the best all-time greats in pro wrestling, Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. This match from WCW Bash at the Beach '94, between Hogan and Savage, Flair and Hogan, WCW World Heavyweight title from Bash at the Beach '94, which is 30 years ago on this day. So here it is. And good night to all of you. That's right. That's one of the most greatest wrestling moments in WWE in wrestling history. 40 years ago today, and 30 years ago today, WCW Bash at the Beach '94, where Hulk Hogan became the WCW champion for the first time in his debut match against Ric Flair. So that's it for all of you tonight. I'm the Godfather Soldier Slam. Good night to all of you. I'm out of here. Peace.